Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, I thought we take a look at the daily chart again. It's been a while, but really nothing happened over recent weeks, really, since early middle of March, since we started this correction. But everybody needs to be aware of the bigger picture, I think. Idea is still that we are here in this correction, in this fourth wave, which might be complete. So, I mean, the idea is we have a nice three-wave move, ABC on the Bitcoin chart. The C wave could have completed here or could be completing here. And we're very much in the process, I think, of wrapping up the correction. Now, of course, technically speaking, the chart could drop or the price could drop down to 50.7K, which is the most important support level here, not because it is the most likely one to be tested, but because it is the one that if Bitcoin breaks it, that will change my overall assumption on the chart. So with any analysis comes a level that will basically force me to change my assumption. Well, and that is at 50,700, right? So a break below that will, to me, indicate that something different is going on. But the thing is, on the smaller time frame, there is currently no setup that would take us there. Of course, it could be, anything can happen, right? But every move needs a setup. There's currently no setup I see that would take us that much to, or that low in this support region. So from that point of view, I'm looking overall at higher prices still as per this structure. And yeah, we might make another low, but that's the uncertainty in the markets. I mean, you need a crystal ball really to predict if we get one more low or not. All I can do is observe the micro patterns, and the micro patterns tell me at the moment that Bitcoin has not formed a 5-wave move up. So we need a small micro 5-wave move up as good indication that we've bottomed. Doesn't mean Bitcoin couldn't bottom without a 5-wave move. Absolutely. For example, if circle 5 is an ending diagonal, well, then we're dealing with 5 waves, yes, but these 5 waves would be messy, and it would not be until we get the larger 1, 2 that we can really say that Bitcoin is bottomed, because wave 1 here would be an ABC structure. So it will be difficult to determine really what's going on here. So it could be that the wave 5 is an ending diagonal, then we're dealing with an ABC in wave 1. That will be really difficult to determine. Or wave 1 itself could be a leading diagonal. Also then we're dealing with corrective waves in the subwave. So best is if we get a micro 5-wave pattern to the upside, either way, in whatever larger pattern there is. But if we're dealing with diagonal patterns, we don't necessarily need to expect that. But the bigger picture and also the detailed investigation of the micro patterns of the correction tells us that we might get one more low, maybe the low is in. So it's not like, okay, we still have a lot of room below us that should be filled. Well, it could be, but really we should be very much close to the end of this correction. And I think that's a very helpful information, very helpful piece of information. If we get a break above this B wave there, looking at the daily chart now, this is at around 72,785. It should take us to around about 90K, right? How can we determine that? Well, what we can do, we can take the length of waves 1 to 3 together there. Or even if we just take the length of the wave 1, right? Go to the low of the wave 4. And again, it will depend on where the wave 4 bottoms. But if it bottomed already, then 90K, 100% extension. The wave 5 often has the same length as the wave 1. So now let's go to the smaller time frames. So here, smaller time frames, and on the smaller time frame chart, you can see exactly that really the chart hasn't given us any evidence. We haven't got 5 waves up. So that means if I go to the 1-hour chart, you can see the two structures that we've been tracking. First of all, an A, B, C structure. With this C wave, the low could be in. It absolutely could be in. C wave can have 5 waves in an ending diagonal, but to determine that we've really bottomed, I need to see more. I need to see a 5-wave move. I will change the micro patterns with you now because Bitcoin hasn't given us 5 waves yet. So it's just observing until we get 5 waves. And if we don't get 5 waves, there is no confirmation of a low. That's why we're looking for these 5 waves. I'm not telling you we will get 5 from here, but the probability is quite high. And I need to see the pattern develop, however, in order to say that we've bottomed. Until then, another low is very likely. For example, in the WXY structure, WXY, and then this could be an A, B, C. And we can still get here one more low, maybe to 57.5 or even 56K. So that's just something I try to prepare you for. And as you can see here, selling pressure today and no 5 waves. I shared yesterday with you what we need to see for 5 waves. I'll take that off the chart now because there is no 5-wave pattern. It is possible, it is absolutely possible that a wave 1 topped here, okay, with the top that was formed yesterday, then we are now in a wave 2. But I have to say to you, this is not probable because, I mean, it's possible, but it's not probable. And that's the difference between waiting for 5 waves up and saying, okay, we have a decent setup, and me just telling you, okay, I mean, it could be, okay, it could be, but that is absolutely speculative. Why? Because we don't have 5 waves up. We only have 3 waves up. So if this is a wave 1, it would be an ABC structure. A, B, C. Okay. For me, that's an ABC. And that means any move down now could easily break. Easily. But if it is a wave 1, then it would be part of a larger diagonal. This here would now be a wave 2 as an ABC structure. A, B, C as well, and should land somewhere here, maybe around 60.8 or 61.8K the way this looks now. But the difference between we have a wave 1 as a 5-wave move and a wave 1 as a 3-wave move is that the probabilities are very balanced. The support tells you that below 60.8K is going to break. Okay, most likely. And we're going to form another low in this sort of very complex correction. Just thinking if there's another way of labeling this actually. Well, I mean, it could easily be that this 3rd was down here, the 4th was here, and we get one more low in wave 5 in the yellow count, yeah. Because diagonals, this is a diagonal, they always extend. I don't like the white count so much anymore. It just doesn't, with that latest push, yeah, it doesn't look that right anymore. But I'll leave it on the chart, okay. Could still be an A, B, C. So we'll see where it takes us. Either way, all I can say is without 5 waves up, we don't have really a setup for higher prices. I just show you here the support area. The price also respected our resistance area. Can you see that? But this is coming down too much for anything else. So it would have to be either a wave 2 or a B wave or something. But below 60,800, we're likely going to head for another low, I'd say. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.